Greetings, humans. I'm Andy.
And I'm George.
And welcome back to the Windmill full of horses.
Okay, I'm aware of being watched because I'm aware that you're watching me and that a bunch of people will be watching me later.
Yes. You guys are the reason this track exists.
Yes.
Dare you?
What do you mean, how dare they? We want them to watch us so that we can tell them to watch Persefone.
Yes.
So, aware of being watched will be in the description below, and it's from Persefone.
So this is a 7-minute song, which means it big, and obviously that means it good.
Yes.
And it is featuring...
That's how you pronounce her name.
Yes, that's how you pronounce her name. If anyone knows how to pronounce that name, like, give us an audio recording or something. Email it to us.
We have too much respect for this person to try to pronounce her name.
I believe she's Swedish.
Yes, probably.
And that's why we're not going to try to pronounce her name.
Yeah, and she sang on Athma as well.
Yes.
So
yeah, aware of being watched in the description. Are you ready?
No. Pop metal?
No.
The words out loud, just whisper them. I feel the need to go back where I was. This cold rain
I'm gonna stop it there because I can't find a good moment.
Dude.
I don't think I've
This
ever
is-
heard anything like this from them.
To
I don't think
me,
I've ever heard anything like this anywhere.
To me, it's actually more reminiscent of spiritual migration type stuff, dynamically. In terms of the rhythms and pace changes and stuff like that, and some of the solo dynamics, except for that one solo at the beginning, which sounded like dark jazz.
Dark jazz?
Come on, you must have heard that.
I did hear it, I just wasn't sure if I would describe it as dark jazz.
Well, maybe bright jazz.
Or moderately luminous jazz.
Yes.
Okay, so let's stop with the shenanigans and talk about what's actually going on here. So, okay, I liked how it had like the build-up effect on the first part. It actually reminded me of how the Atma track starts.
Yes.
Because it starts out really atmospheric and brings in Mo's vocals, but then the guitars get really heavy and big and open. And I like how they did that. And they just kind of like, most of the track is elegant, but then they're teasing with brutality. So when they had those kicks and those headbang moments, like strike, it was like we're peaceful and we're introspective and it's all immersive and beautiful and we have the testosterone and then we're peaceful and immersive and
it's again this like perfect symbiosis of wisdom and not so much wisdom.
yeah, like kind of like integrating the unwise parts into the wisdom to make them wise.
Yeah. Anyway, you did say something wrong. The first vocals weren't Mo. We first got Merethe's vocals. Okay, I said her name, and I hope she's not gonna be cursing my brave ancestors. But I get that. So that was really cool in the beginning. The dynamics between the like flowing atmospheric vocals and then the choppy rhythm kind of not fitting but fitting, because that's what they do. They make things that don't fit.
Fitted. And I think on this part that we were just hearing now, when Mo came back in with the vocals, I think she was also on the background.
Yes, probably.
Like there was some really cool layering in there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we gotta see how this baby ends.
Yes.
This
can't even.
Bro!
I'm trying not to emotions as honestly as I might because this is gonna turn into a soap opera.
Yeah, please don't. Okay. Bro, so a lot of respect for Carlos. So I'm gonna push back at this one. So I do get a lot of spiritual migration dynamics, especially on the leads from this. But what's different is in that album you would have like solos. It's like solo started, solo evolves, solo climaxes, solo finish. And it would have kind of this spotlight.
You forgot
But now-
next solo starts.
Yes. But here it's a lot more integrated into the music. Because
Yeah.
you kind of, if you're not listening really carefully, which I actually was, but apparently not carefully enough, you kind of wake up in the middle of a solo. And then that kind of concludes back into the music without one of these epic climaxes, and we move back into a riff section, and then it peers back in. It's like these solos are these jigsaw pieces that fit in so well.
Yeah.
And you can also spot that when you have this sort of drum dynamics that rip up the groove, and the guitar dynamics follow into that.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's like when they rip it apart, they kind of rip it apart in unison.
Yeah.
And what you're saying about the dynamics and the solos kind of getting intertwined, I really felt like, do you know the really choppy, ripped apart moment in La Catch?
Yes.
When it just goes all frantic. It's like,
Yes.
it starts with kind of riffage and then it moves up all the way until you get to like lead sections. I feel it's a bit of the same thing going on here, that they just rip it apart and you have this riff that starts moving and eventually it's a solo and then descends back into the riff. And the other elephant in the room that we have to talk about here is, while they were doing that, all of a sudden the keyboard started soloing as well.
Yeah.
This is definitely Mo's song. We actually had Screamant,
Yes.
which I can't say I'm very happy about because I love the screams, but I can't in any way say that this song lacked heaviness or
Yeah.
aggression or impact. It
And
just didn't have
honestly-
the girth.
Honestly, I don't know where else you could fit that too. Like, it's already such a packed, dense song with
Yeah.
with all the instrumentals and stuff. And you have two vocals anyway, even if they're both clean, and the angry guy can go on holiday for a bit.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, you say, where can you fit something in? And you can always fit more in because there's something prog musicians know that other people don't really, which is you can make really long songs.
Yes.
And we'll see that in Consciousness, which is coming next.
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing. This also definitely had this kind of spiritual migration dynamic structure-wise, in a sense that it ended on this climax. So you had this kind of progressive, complicated instrumental section, which climaxed and peaked into this anthem, which was obviously the Persefone standard for an anthem is more complex than the normal band standard for a really complicated riff.
Yeah.
But they concluded on that, and then it kind of echoed away into nothingness. And
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Another thing I like is how just before the final anthem came in, I think it was like the last 20 or 30 seconds from the song, we had the original pop metal intro theme peer in for a bit. And for a
Yes.
second there, I thought they were just gonna end on a reprise on that, and then it was like, nope, Easter egg number 666.
yes.
So yeah. I forgot I was being watched.
Me too.
So I think we're gonna end this here. If you enjoyed
Yes.
this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Yeah.